Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to It's Complicated with Jenifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode of It's Complicated.
The struggle is real when you're dating in the city.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Jen.
Hi guys, good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day. How come we never say that?
I don't know.
Well, it's hump day.
It always is when we're here, that's probably why.
I don't know, but do you know that it took me forever to understand what hump day? I didn't understand. I'm like, why is it hump day?
Not just people running around humping each other?
I thought why? Yeah, I just took it really the sexual way. I'm like, but why today? And then I got that it was the midweek hump. And in case people, hey, there might be somebody listening who didn't know that.
And now you know.
And thank you very much for that. You're welcome. Today, we are very excited. We have the gorgeous and hilarious actress and TV host, Alison. I hope I'm saying this right. Haislip?
I thought it might be Haislip.
Haislip.
But I don't know.
We'll ask her when she comes. Anyway, she's in the studio today. You may know Alison from Attack of the Show on G4. She's got those gamers. American Ninja Warrior, NBC's The Voice, Team Unicorn, and now her podcast, Half Hour Happy Hour, which is really kind of right up our alley.
Totally, because they drink and talk about shit that's going on in the world.
And what better way? It's like two drunk girls, but different, but not.
But not.
Also awesome. She's an LA resident just like us, and we're going to ask her about her experience about dating in this crazy city, because a lot of people say, oh, it's LA, it's so hard to date. We're going to ask her what she thinks about that, especially with the position that she's in. She's in the limelight a little bit, see how that affects her dating, and see if she's into her biggest fans, the gamers. And she's in a man's world, so does she take advantage of that, being around dudes all day long? I have a friend that hosts for ESPN. Does she has a boyfriend, but if she didn't, you're around hot athletes and dudes all day long. Does Alison take advantage of being around these gamers?
I mean, I don't know if gamers are hot dudes, so we'll have to check and see.
Might be her type.
Maybe she likes those guys. And honestly, if those were the people around me, maybe I would take advantage of dating them and be more open to that type.
You would maybe realize you have an attraction for these people. I don't know. She's also probably around businessmen and who knows what, but it just sounds like she's in a man's world, and we want to see what, how do you,
Well, she also, her podcast is on Nerdist, so she hangs out with Chris Hardwick and those people. So hello.
I know.
Call me.
I think those, and they're funny and quirky, but they could be kind of sexy.
I think funny guys are great.
Oh,
funny,
my God.
Smart guys are everything.
Make me laugh and you will get a prize.
You get a prize.
And
this girl.
That is some things that we're not going to say out loud.
Speaking of prizes, it's Oscar weekend.
That's right. We're so excited about it.
We are, because it's a fun event. We love watching it. We love all the events surrounding it. We're going to go to a viewing party. We're also covering some gifting suites, so we get prizes because we get to go there.
The most fun. I'm excited about the show because Leonardo DiCaprio is finally going to win his Oscar.
I think he's going to. I think he has to, or all of Hollywood will move.
I will move.
It's like if Trump gets elected, we're all going to Canada.
What are you going to do if that happens?
I don't know. Well, if Leo doesn't win and Trump does, I'm for sure moving probably to Paris. Let's just be honest.
That's not a bad place to be. If you had to pick, right now, gun to your head, for president, Kanye or Trump?
Trump.
I know, me too, but
it's
still
hard.
Real scary.
You know what, though? That was almost easier than I imagined it would be.
I know. It's still very hard. So, yeah, the Oscar parties we're excited about. We want to know, are you guys going to be having some Oscar parties? I think Jen and I are planning on going to a friend's viewing party. When I say an Oscar party, that's what I mean, a viewing party.
We're going to dress up, and she actually has a surprise for everyone.
Oh.
Leo related. I've seen it. It's amazing.
Oh, my God. Is it a pin or something?
No, it's edible.
Oh my God, it's like a Leo cookie or something.
I can't give it away because it's too amazing, but you guys should definitely check out
We'll
our
take pictures,
Instagram because the reason she did it was because she was like, you know what, this is too funny to not capitalize on it, and I'm going to do it because everyone I will definitely Instagram and it'll be funny pictures from the party.
Oh my God, I love it. So I'm excited about the viewing party. And then obviously, like you touched on, we are going to the gifting suites and things like that. So some red carpet. So we're going to get to be kind of in on the, on the back end of things. We're going to like Instagram and show you on our Two Drunk Girls. So make sure you guys tune into our show weekly, our Two Drunk Girls on YouTube, so we can show you behind the scenes kind of stuff. But Oscars are very exciting. It's like it's award season, but the Oscars are like the big, I think it's like the top notch.
It's the most glamorous one, and I think that it's also like an amalgamation of things because it includes music from like the movies, and then there's also a lot of comedy that happens with whoever hosts. It's not that serious of a show, whereas some other ones are a little bit more serious in tone. Like I feel like the SAG Awards.
I was going to say SAG Awards always feels a little like this is the actor. Like, I mean, the Oscars are the one. That's like the one award you want to get as an artist of any sort. But you're right. It does feel a little more. There's like playfulness to it, especially Chris Rock. I'm like interested to see how he's gonna.
I think it's gonna be really funny. I think he's going to definitely make fun of the Academy for being white people and all of the stigma surrounding it about black people not being nominated. Which you see how I didn't whisper there? I said it out loud.
Like, I don't understand why people are afraid to say black people. Like, there is nothing wrong with saying I'm white and you're black. I mean, clearly we're not actually white and black, but that's what people say. But people feel weird about it. It's like, why?
Like, I'm kind of a shade of like pink yellow.
Yeah,
if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of. I'm black. So
right. Well, the last time I checked, my skin wasn't actually white. So
you're like right. You just grazed over that. You just let me say it.
Well, because it's now been 4+ years of our friendship, and you've been black this whole time, so I give up.
No, you don't give up. It's the real deal.
It is. So then I acknowledge it instead of giving up.
Great. Also, let's talk about
my plans next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do that. I was going to say something else, but you could go ahead. Well, I'll touch on what I was going to talk about.
Oh, great. Well, I have a visitor coming.
A visitor?
A visitor. Somebody that I connected with over Super Bowl and said that I was excited about last week on our show.
I like it.
And so we'll see how that goes. He's coming for a whole weekend, and he's coming from out of town.
That's right.
To visit. I don't know why or how that's all happened, but maybe I did magic on him, and he booked a flight, and here he comes. So I think it's going to be a really interesting time because it's kind of like doing long distance. Like,
I know.
He's in town for the whole weekend, so that's like a lot of hours together.
Which will be totally fine. You'll be fine.
I'm a little nervous.
I can understand that. I've been in the position you're in right now, and it was a little nerve-wracking. But then once you're with the person and like... obviously you're anticipating, is it going to be great when I'm with the person?
Right.
Once you are and it will be fine, then you'll be like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. And so I'm excited for that part. It's just obviously the I don't know, like waiting for it to happen and like the suspense, and also like I'm planning things and like I want it to be fun and perfect. And there's like a lot of pressure I put on myself because like I'm like, it's got to be perfect because then that means everything, and then that determines how it's going to go.
Oh, no.
Even though it's not the case at all.
But that's what you're telling yourself.
And I'm sure it's going to be fine regardless, and we're going to have fun. And also, he's super easygoing, and I'm super easygoing. So just being prepared for the easygoingness, I've like concocted a list of like several things to do at any turn.
Which is good. That's great to have that silver bullet in your pocket. Hello, Leonelli. But you're not probably going to need that. It's nice to have it in your arsenal, but you'll be fine.
Totally.
Like, it's not even like you know him like well enough. I think you've communicated with him at this point a lot, and you know his friends. So like there's that too.
Yeah, we have the same friends. I mean, what's better than that?
No, nothing. I'm excited to be like third wheel at some point.
Is
that going to happen?
Yeah, of course. We're going out Thursday night, so all the listeners can know our plans. We're going out Thursday night.
What's the friends night?
Probably Thursday and Saturday.
Is Paul going to be around?
Paul? Yes, our friend Paul will be around.
Oh, well.
Sometimes we forget we're on air and there are people listening. But for those of you that don't know, one of our mutual friends
I literally just looked at her and was like talking like I normally talk to her. But yes, I will explain that. I was going to explain it. Paul is our mutual friend, and he's a very good friend of like mine and Jen's and this guy. So I won't have to be a third wheel if Paul comes, because then I will be the third wheel. I don't care.
Right.
But if Paul, I know that our other friend Will is not around, correct?
No, he's not. Hi, Will.
Hi, Will. Hi, Paul.
You life ruiner. Leaving
also,
every time.
I'm bringing up Paul because Paul is very attractive, and we call him Hot Paul. And I like that we give these names to people. Like, they'll all have names. Will, we have little names for.
Yeah,
Paul,
well,
like,
this person that's coming to town might need a nickname. That's
I'll give him a nickname. I'm very good at that.
But we're not going to say his name on air. It'll be like Mr. Big.
Sure, we'll call him Big.
Well, I mean, he needs his own name.
Okay, well,
I don't know
whatever.
what's big about him just yet.
Well, I had a big night last night.
Tell everyone.
I went on an amazing date.
Ooh.
It was great.
What did you do?
I went to this restaurant downtown called, I don't remember now, but it's very nice and you would like it, Jen.
Oh, cool.
And then we walked over, and the food was great, and then we walked over to the Staples Center.
Was it Bestia?
No.
Damn it.
It was
Baco Mercat.
No, I think it's kind of new. It's like two names, like Fig and Olive, but not. It's like that. Anyway, and it was really, really good. Beautiful restaurant, great food, good drinks. And then we went over to Staples Center and we watched the hockey game, the Kings game, and the seats were fantastic.
How very sporty spice of you.
We were in the 6th row. We were like right there.
What?
This guy is the best date planner ever.
This is the same guy that planned that other really great date
where
that you
we went
on.
downtown too, and that was me slapping my leg because I'm so excited about how good he is.
It's a leg slapper.
It's like The Bachelor every time. I feel like I'm on The Bachelor.
Like, that's amazing. My worry though with people that do that is like, is it going to stop all of a sudden? And then like we're like, why are you taking me to In-N-Out?
I feel like no with him. I just think that that's like the way he's like just a plant. Like he just does stuff like that. I know it.
Love that.
He lives that kind of a life. Like he has responsibilities and he plans, and I just can tell it's just like in his nature.
I love a good planner. That is honestly so attractive to me. It's up there with like
making you laugh.
Right. It's literally one of those like things that I must have. It's a must have.
It's a must have.
It can't just be somebody that like doesn't know how to do things.
Dude,
or relies on me for everything.
And
I can't.
He's also like handy. Like he's like, I got to go to work today. I'm ripping a wall down.
So he's romantic and handy.
And he's like, yeah.
And fun.
And has tattoos.
And has tattoos? What?
He's like really great.
I mean, you know what? Which is the crazy part is
maybe when your person comes to
I was
town,
gonna say,
were you thinking that we could all go out together?
I was going to say it would be really great if we could get the people together.
Well, you've met this person before that I'm talking. He's so great. He's awesome. So anyway, it was fun. We always talk about like what we want as women, and like I didn't even know that I want this to like tie it all up. I'm fine with like, I have been fine before when a guy will like, hey, text me, like, want to meet for a drink? I'm like, sure, of course. But like, then you're meeting the person out, you're deciding where, you get there, you have a drink and you go home. It's like, this guy pulls out all the stops. And it's like, then when you're in it, you're like, oh my God, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, this is how you treat someone when you're like into them. Or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe not. Or maybe that's just the way he is. And I don't know. But anyway.
But you know what's great about it is that it's so easy. And I think that's the key thing
easy.
that many of us forget is like a crucial part of dating is how easy it can be when two people meet, like each other. They're in the same place at the same time. They want the same things. And like, then you just go about life.
You just do it.
Like, not every single thing has to be a struggle. Does he or doesn't he like me?
Is he going to text me? Should I text him back? Oh, none of that is going on.
And you just get to actually enjoy each other, which is the whole point of finding somebody is to enjoy each other.
I feel like you're not doing that right now either.
No.
So it's like, hello, did we just meet like real men right now? I think we might have.
I think we did, and we did it at the same time, which is what our psychic predicted.
Oh my God, we have to talk about her real quick before we get into some celebrity news and gossip. But OM to the G, Sherry the psychic.
Shout out to Sherry, who we were referred to by another friend with the same name as me, coincidentally, Jen G. Hey, Jen G.
Hey.
So she sent us to Sherry, who is quite quirky, if you will. She does she'll read your cards, and then she'll also read your coffee grinds from an espresso shot. But she basically told us the same thing at the same time, that we're going to see some progress in our careers and money. Hi, call us.
Hello.
And that happened.
That did
and then
happen.
also
congratulations, Jen.
Yes, congratulations, Lauren. Success feels great. So then move right on.
We work hard for our money. Ooh, so hard for it, honey. That was good.
That was really, I was wondering how long that was going to go on.
I know,
for.
you just stopped.
Listening. She also said that we're both going to find somebody, and that you're going to find a certain kind of guy, and she was pretty specific about that person. And then also with me, she said a guy with light hair that's going to travel to see me in March. Well, that's exactly what's happening.
Hello, Sherry. Could you not have been more on effing point? She also said that there were some people that I needed to avoid,
and she was right and knew that person's name.
She knew the dude's name. It was so weird,
crazy. Well, I'd like to see if Sherry's correct about some things that she predicted for the future, which is that I'm moving in with somebody in September.
I didn't get a month, but I got moving into a house too. Maybe it's together. Maybe we're moving in together.
That's what it was. Okay,
power couple.
Well, now we know. Mystery solved. I'm into that.
I'm fine.
But you're buying the house. Apparently,
I'm buying the house. So
perfect. And I'm just moving in.
And then you could just move in.
I have movers I can provide.
That's fine.
I'll pay for the movers. You pay for the house.
Fine.
Done.
Totally equal.
Unfortunately, though, in celebrity news, a situation did not go as perfectly as our future.
I know.
Leah Michelle got broken up with by her boyfriend Matthew Pates, and no one knows why.
And this scares me because the poor girl, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden,
surprise,
he ghosted her, which freaks me out. That's so scary.
So scary. And I guess this guy had a bad reputation, but she gave him a chance anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like he's an aspiring model. I feel like she's
Leah
I don't
Michelle.
know. I don't know his resume, but I feel like he's just an attractive person that she fell in love with, and he's riding her coattails, and now he's bye Felicia, and I don't really like all of that.
No, I don't either. And I think this is why probably celebrities date other celebrities, because they have the added protection of that person's not using them for success. And I'd like to bring up the fact that last week we talked about Nina Dobrev and Austin Stowell, who could have dated me, but he missed out.
Well,
but
whatever.
now he's in the public eye more so because he dated
of her.
Nina.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Also, Kaylee Cuoco, is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
I always say it wrong.
It's a lot of vowels.
It is a lot. Has this rumored romance with Sam Hunt, which she totally called out. They were spotted after, I think it was a Grammy party, and they went out somewhere, and then when they came out, they knew they were going to get photographed, and they did, and she even joked oh my gosh, this is going to be everywhere tomorrow, and they're totally going to say that we're dating, and they did, and she's claiming they're just friends, but Sam Hunt, I don't normally dive into the country music thing, but he's pretty hot.
I don't disagree with you, and I'm glad we can agree upon that.
And speaking of hot, I also love Nick Jonas. You know that I'm partial to this young.
Well, apparently he's still single.
Buck. He is
claiming it all over the place.
And that's fine. Listen, he is single. He needs to go for it. He's tweeting about it, being hey, apparently I'm romantically linked with my friend's wife and another girlfriend of mine, and oh please, people are talking about him and Kate Hudson and Lily Collins, and he's probably playing the field. He is definitely effing one or both of them. Go Nick Jonas.
Good for you.
And the girls too.
He's only 23.
Come on, do it.
Go do your thing. However, I'm not that into his hashtag, which was
so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Yeah, no,
stupid. That's
have
a nice life.
Yeah,
who says that?
No one does. But in tech news, obviously we love featuring apps, and I think this one might actually be perfect for us.
I think it is. I think we're going to use it.
Double. It's called Double, which is great because you don't date alone. Take a friend. Create a joint profile, find other pairs nearby, get matched, and start a group chat. More fun, less awkward, safer. And that's
true.
what we can actually do, although not through the app, but when we have this person in town that's visiting me and your person that takes you on these crazy dates, we will do a joint effort.
It's great. It is. And, it is safer. I don't really worry about dating from apps and things like that. It doesn't freak me out, but it does to some people. And also, it is a real thing. I should be probably a little more cautious. I don't do anything unsafe, but it's never really a worry in the back of my mind. I think it should be a little bit more in the forefront because there are some things that can happen, and I've known people who have been in bad situations when they meet people on dating apps. So this is being safer is a really good point for them to bring up because it is actually safer. And you also, I think, on a side note, when we go out on these dates, like on dating apps or whatever, we should always text a friend and say like where you are and like,
absolutely drop a pin if you have to. But I do think that this is a great app for us in particular because we do everything together. Plus, it'd be funny material for the show in particular.
It would be. I think that we should for sure try it out and see how it goes. Plus, it's like 2 for the price of 2. We always say that.
Yeah.
We work together. We play together. It'll be fun. And speaking of work, I need to touch on a song of the day real fast. Everyone knows the Work song by Rihanna. Love that Drake's in it. That's like the saving grace of the song.
Love. Also, weren't they together at some point and now they're doing a song?
There was rumors about that. But I really like the song. I like the music and the beat. I don't, you know me, I am a lyric Nazi.
Yes.
So this song drives me fucking bananas.
Because are there lyrics? I don't actually think there
are
are.
actual lyrics, and she does like say words.
What are they?
They are, well, all right. She does say work, 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 work. She does do that. And then it sounds like to the listener that she is just sort of like babbling. Yes, she has an accent, so okay, sometimes it's a little more difficult to understand her. But also, then it sounds like she's just making up words. Like, doesn't even sound like it just sounds like she's not really saying work all the way, or she starts saying something else. She does, in fact, say duh, which is like, I don't know why. So I did look up the words. If you guys want to look up the words and find it, you can, because it then does help sort of sing along with the song. But just so you know, she is actually saying words.
Well, thank you for enlightening us on that because it's been a big stinking mystery to me.
It has been a big stinking mystery.
I didn't even know what she was working on, to be completely honest. I was like, are you going to work? Did you get a job I didn't know about, Rihanna?
It's very
What
confusing.
are you doing with your time?
It is very confusing. Okay, guys, we are welcoming Alison into the studio. Hello.
What's up? Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Okay, tell us how to pronounce your last name.
Haislip.
Haislip.
I was
you were
right. I
you
did
win.
it.
Yeah. Hey,
a prize to be determined later.
Another prize.
Yeah,
I'm winning.
Haislip. It gets said all sorts of
I
ways.
know people mispronounce my last name, and it's very phonetic, Leonelli. But they're always like Leonly. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
man,
I
no.
can't.
Oh,
It
people.
happened. Yeah,
It
It's
just
like-
takes reading. Just reading.
Put the letters
Eyes.
together.
Yeah.
Make-
Some people say Haislip, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not like a Z sound. I actually,
That's funny.
Yeah, I did the backstage host thing for the VGAs, the Video Game Awards.
Oh,
one
yeah.
year. They were on Spike, and Sam Jackson was hosting them.
Oh.
And I never actually got to meet him because I was backstage, but he would toss to me.
Oh.
And in rehearsal, he'd be like, now let's go backstage with Alison Haislip. And I went to one of my producers, and I'm like,
You gotta.
I don't want to be this picky, but I really want Sam Jackson to say my name right.
Like,
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
my name, my identity.
He's only going to say my name a few times in my life. I'd like to hear it said right.
Yeah, totally understandable. Okay, so we want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have a podcast that we want to like dive into what you do with that
yeah.
because it's so up our alley. But being a woman in sort of a man's world, like the gamers
yeah.
and all that. First of all, are you single?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay, perfect. Because then all of this would have went awry.
Oh, dear. Sorry. Yeah, what if I was like happily married for 4 years?
Well, we
would've
probably
been
would
like-
have been curious about that because how does that happen?
yeah.
How do people end up
I
married?
have no idea.
Cool. Well, let's
Wow.
get into
Yeah.
this then.
because we're like, does she take it's almost like, hey, listen, I like watching a good sporting event. I like going to, see football at the bar. It's social and but for the most part, it's like in my mind, I'm like, there's going to be a ton of dudes in this bar. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're around that all the live long day. How is
know.
that? Do you
I
take
mean-
advantage?
Well, I wish I took more advantage of it. I'm just kind of weird. I'm like super picky.
Yeah,
and I'm one of those girls who has like a million guy friends, and then you're gonna sit here and be like, well, probably all of them want to bone you, and I'm like, no, I don't really think that's true. Like, I'm actually just really good at being friends with guys.
I stalked your Instagram because I was trying to figure out if you were in a relationship or not, and I saw one of your friends who I was like, he's so cute. I died.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of very cute friends.
Yeah.
Like they probably for sure want to bone you.
I mean, maybe in the first beginnings of friendship, and then all of a sudden you can become actual friends.
Right.
with
You
people.
friend zone
of
people.
course,
Yeah.
but I feel like that door is always open in a dude's mind. I think.
Maybe, possibly. But
Yeah.
the thing is like the thing that it takes me from going from, hey, you're a really awesome friend to, hey, I want to be romantically involved with you, is that they have to offer something that I just find interesting and that I don't already have in my life. And that's the rare thing to find. And so
Okay.
that's like when I am around guys in my work environments and stuff like that, I'm not necessarily thinking that way.
Right.
You
You're
know?
also
Right.
in work mode probably.
Yeah, very true. I'm very big on like you don't mix play and work.
Yeah, but you can't help it if you really like somebody.
That is true.
That is true. But also, are gamers your type?
I won't say gamers are not my type. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily what attracts me or doesn't attract me, but it's not like if you are a gamer, I absolutely will date you, or if you aren't a gamer, or if you are, I won't, so.
Yeah.
It definitely helps if you get it, because I game. I dated a guy once who didn't, had nothing to do with video games, couldn't be bothered with video games.
Okay.
And I would sit there and I would play, and he'd sit on the couch next to me, and he'd be like, babe, you gotta go that way. Babe, why don't you go do that? Babe, go jump on that thing.
What?
And I'd be like, one, why are you calling me babe so much? He would literally say babe.
Like, I have a name and it's pronounced properly by
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Exactly. But then I was also like, you can play. I know
just
you
do
say
it.
you don't want to do it, but you're obviously paying attention.
Right. Just get
And
in on it.
he never got in on it, and then was that a problem?
No, honestly, what was a bigger problem in that relationship was the fact that he didn't like.
Know your name.
I was going to say that he called you babe. At least
Why did he call me babe?
Babe
No,
is
that
better
was
than
right
bae.
when that Michael Bolton song on SNL came out. He did the song with Lonely Island.
Oh.
The Tale of Captain Jack
Yes.
Sparrow, that whole thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest songs on this planet, and I played him. I was like, listen to this just came out, it's so funny. And I played him the song. He's like, I hope I never have to hear that again. And I was like, oh, this is never going to work.
No,
we don't have the same sense of humor.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Also, you do music yourself.
Yeah,
You're part of
yeah.
Team Unicorn.
Yes.
Which my favorite name of one of your songs is Love Automatically.
What? No.
No,
That's a short film I did with a bunch of kids I was in an acting class with from ages ago.
What?
Yeah.
Well, either way, I like that name because
Yes.
it's not Love Actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that was a short we did kind of on a spoof for, I think it was right around Valentine's Day. God, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I haven't thought about it in ages.
well,
that's why when you said it, I was like, what is that?
You're like, did I do that?
Once it's on
Yeah.
the internet, it lives forever.
Yeah.
I know, it's so true.
It's just
so
a
true.
little scary to think back about some of the little shorts that I did with friends from
Oh,
acting
yeah.
class too, and I'm like,
That's
why
there somewhere.
did I do that?
Yeah.
I once did a spoof on Four Loko.
Nice.
For that drink that was
right.
the crack in a can. And so we actually called it roofies in a can because it did the same effect. It knocked
yeah.
you out and all hell was breaking loose across college campuses. So I forgot I did that too. And one day I was at the hospital with a friend who was admitted, and the doctor
gosh.
recognized me from that dumb video.
Stop.
Wow.
On my life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it viral?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or the doctor just
Happened,
I don't know.
small world.
He's a big YouTuber.
I was in one called It's Not Porn, It's HBO. And
Wait, I've
casting
seen that.
directors call me in from that short. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay,
It's-
so you get. I mean, you're recognizable a little bit. Also,
it
How does-
entirely depends on where I am.
right?
But yes.
So how does that affect your dating?
Well, 9 times out of 10, the guys I meet have no idea who I am.
Okay.
Unless they're meeting me at San Diego Comic-Con where I get my real, down there I'm like, oh, this is what being a celebrity feels like.
No.
You know? Yeah.
How is that for you?
I mean, it's really cool. I love fan interaction. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for the fans. So I love it when people come up to me and they're like, I love your work. I've been watching you since this. That to me is really awesome.
Yeah.
When it happens to me, walking down the street in LA, I'm always like, what? Are you serious? You know who I am?
I love that.
That's
Yeah.
a great reaction, and please never let that go. The
No,
people that are like,
of course not.
I can't be bothered.
I know. Just a couple months ago, I went to see a movie with my buddy Sebastian Stan, who plays the
That's
Winter
the one
Soldier.
I thought was cute.
Oh yeah, he's very cute. But yeah, so he's a very good friend of mine. And so we went to go see some movie at the ArcLight, and we're leaving the movie, and in the lobby, these 2 guys come up to me. They're like, "Hey, are you Alison Haislip?" I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, we loved you since G4. Can we get a photo? I'm like, oh my gosh, absolutely. And in my head, I'm dying because I'm like, do you guys realize the Winter Soldier is standing 10 feet that way? And I walked away, and Seb was like, what was that all about? I was like, no, just fans, whatever. I felt very cool at that.
Oh, you're like, they didn't want to talk to you. That was
No.
me.
Yeah, they wanted you. Were you hair and makeup ready? Because I feel
God,
like
no, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I was in scrubs and my glasses, I think. And I was like, whatever.
they
Who
probably loved you
cares?
even more for that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I was actually more shocked that they recognized me that way,
Right.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I like that you just like went to the movies with your hot guy friend, just like threw your stuff on and still
Yeah.
looked cute and noticed by fans.
Also, this
Hello.
is probably why I'm single, because I go to the movies with my hot guy friends as opposed to going on dates with people.
Okay, that is a thing. So I have a really, really good friend, my friend Conroe. Like, oh my God, he's the most fun. We were like partners in crime. We would go to this one bar in LA every like Wednesday. Our friend was the DJ. They played great music and we would go dance our asses off all night long. And then at one point, after like 2 months into this, like literally 2 months straight of doing this, I'm like, do you think that people think we're together? And he's like, totally. I'm like, do you think that's ruining things? He's like, maybe. I'm like, what should we do about this? And we're like, who fucking cares? Because we had so much fun together, we didn't care. And for sure there could have, but this is the thing too. I also feel like in the moment, if like, let's say we were out at that bar and like I saw a hot guy or he saw a hot chick, like we would have not been.
Yeah, you wingman each other.
Right.
You
would do that if you're with like whoever.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the difference is that it kind of hinders people coming up to you.
Totally.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Especially like if you're at a movie with someone.
Right,
That's
right.
looks like a
Exactly.
date.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? It's not a bad thing to be surrounded by hot guy friends.
Yeah.
No.
Are you on any dating apps?
I'm not. I'm kind of terrified of them.
Why?
And, well, here's my big thing, and my friends been trying to convince me to get on these things. First off, I hate dating in general. Like, I hate the first date. I
Really?
hate the like
I
interview
also
process.
do.
I hate going to meet someone. My friends set me up with people all the time, and I'm always like, ugh, fine, let me get this over with.
But like, why do you hate it though? Does it make you nervous, or you just don't like it? Like,
Well, I just don't. It's not a nerves thing. It's more because I know it's such a rare chance that someone's going to actually interest me that
I agree.
I'm normally the one who has to be like, I don't want to do this, and I hate doing that.
I know.
I'd rather not put myself in the situation.
I get it.
And then on top of that, you guys might have some good advice for this. Like, I just have this feeling, like my entire fan base is online, so I have this fear of getting on a dating app and having a fan find my site and then that getting blasted out there and me just kind of being mortified that I'm on a dating site.
Okay, well,
because I don't need my personal life being public. Like, even when I'm in a relationship, I don't really talk about it publicly.
Well, we do. We talk about
Yeah,
every,
I mean,
every
that's your
guy
job.
we're dating on this show. Sorry,
We're
guys.
like, I went on a date last night and totally talked about. I mean, I'm not going to give his first and last name, but I totally talked
But
about
his
like,
middle name is totally fine to say on air.
I will. I will Taylor Swift you if you give me a reason to. But I think. Well, this is the thing. I think that you shouldn't be embarrassed about being on a dating web. Like,
maybe.
Because
right?
it's so common now. I mean, to
It
the
is.
point where like we talk about our favorite dating apps, which is Bumble.
Yeah.
Every single week, and a different experience like based on that. Also, we feature a different dating app every week. That just shows you how many there are out there and how many people are on them for there to be a market that big.
One of my agents apparently met her boyfriend on Hinge.
Yeah.
I was like,
my brother lives with his girlfriend who he met on Tinder.
Oh, Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So love can happen on Tinder, or it'll be a nightmare.
And and I have a girlfriend up in the Bay Area as well that lives with her boyfriend in San Francisco. Thanks, Tinder.
There you go.
Same thing. So, okay, so I think that maybe the first step to all of this and you maybe testing out a dating app would be to let go of the like, it's not like you're on,
eHarmony.
eHarmony. I didn't want to say it, Jen, but you read my mind.
Yeah, but that's where that feeling first came from when dating, it was dating sites like Match.com.
Yeah.
And like you have to have your whole profile
and
up
that's
there.
like super serious.
Yeah, and that to me just felt like, God, if someone just screenshots that and posts it up, it's like that's all the the really vulnerable parts of myself just out there on Twitter.
But like Bumble and Tinder, for example, it's not. Listen, I'm on the apps and I'm not just there like playing around just for shits and giggles. Like I would like to meet somebody, but I'm not like super active. But my intention is to meet somebody. But with that said, they're not super serious. You have 3 pictures and like a couple of lines about yourself.
You essentially have 140 characters.
Oh, I'm really good at 140 characters.
And you're probably funny.
Yes.
So if you wrote something funny, like all the guys would like you.
Yeah.
I do like agree with the fact that like you might have fans that find you.
And you might.
Well, but like even we match with people and then they're like, what do you do? We're like, radio show. And they're like, are you going to talk about me on there? And I'm like, no. They're like, could you? I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, I will talk about
Damn
you.
you.
But also, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's not, you're not as vulnerable on these apps. And it's not, like, I'm on the apps and I don't even, like, turn them on sometimes. So it's not like, I'm like, it's not saying something about you that you're desperately trying to find someone. Here's all your information.
I think now it's about like the ease at which you can find somebody because it's convenient. Like if you're out hanging out with your friends and like maybe you're unapproachable because somebody sees you with a dude, let's just say.
Yes.
Okay, you can meet people from the comfort of your couch by yourself.
Or
you could go on this new double app that we found and it's a double dating. You can sign up
what
with
is
one of
that?
us and go out with people.
That's kind of cool.
How fun is that?
Stranger
Safety in
danger.
Stranger danger.
No more.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
Mother effers.
That's a great idea.
We could invent triple and then you could go on a triple date. 3 for the price of 3.
Or a thruple.
A thruple.
I love that.
Thrice.
go.
That's a
Thruple.
thing. We are hashtagging that. It's now trending.
It's immediately.
People,
Immediately.
go build it.
know.
Okay, speaking of building, tell us about this wonderful podcast that you dreamt up.
That was an interesting segue.
I know, I was
where
waiting
is she
for it.
going with
Building a podcast. You built it, and they came.
Do tell.
I know. So a few years ago, I met Alex Albrecht, and he and I co-hosted a show together on the Nerdist Network called 4 Points. And we got one season, and then afterwards we didn't get renewed. And then ever since then, Alex and I have been like, we need to host a show together because we loved working with each other so much.
Yeah.
And then finally, about a year ago, we were like, why don't we just start our own podcast? Like, people do that these days.
Yeah.
And it wasn't with like any intention of being like, this is going to change our careers or whatever. It was Alex's wife is a musician and their garage is set up like a recording studio.
Awesome.
So we were like, oh, we can just meet in Alex's garage once a week and we'll have a drink because we really like drinking with each other.
Yeah, preaching to the choir.
Yeah, and Alex is the one who came up with the idea of the half-hour happy hour.
Cute.
So it's like we're
I love
having a
it.
drink, but we only want the podcast to be about a half hour long. And it's he and I sitting around gabbing about like the random things you find on the internet each week.
What was
you know?
vagina potpourri?
Oh, so it was this article came out that there are these like herbal balls that women have been sticking in their vaginas to help cleanse them or something.
Where do you
like
get
that.
it?
I have no idea.
Well, it's
you
like
probably
the-
have to order it from some other country because they're not FDA approved by any
I'm
means.
sure they aren't. And also, it's like, just go get your vagina steamed at a Korean spa. Have you heard
Yes.
about vagina steaming?
No.
No, but I go to Korean spas all the time,
They-
so fill me in.
Oh, well, they steam. There's like a thing that shoots steam up the area. Not like
Yeah.
up, but in the area. And
Yeah.
it's supposed to like be very cleansing and natural. But like potpourri, no. Go
Yeah.
get a vagina steaming.
My
Yeah.
concern of the potpourri is like, does it agitate you?
Well, that's
I'm
the thing. This
sure.
article was women don't use it. It's not good for you. There's like
Okay.
some website came up with it, and then women are like, "This is a new thing," and everyone else is like, "No, this is bad."
It's like bath salts for the vag.
Also,
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
happened to vajazzling?
Remember
Jennifer
that?
Love Hewitt, right?
TBT.
Did she do
Vajazzling?
that?
I don't know.
I
Was she
feel
like
like
the
I feel like she was the one who came out and talked about how she got her vajayjay vajazzled or
She
whatever.
might have. That sounds like something she would do.
Yeah.
I just like saying it. Vajazzle.
I mean, really. Also, do you know that they have dye for your? Well, I mean, yeah, it's like hair dye, but people
Yeah.
dye their pubic hair.
what color? Just get rid of it.
No, well, like, what if you get a gray one and you're like, oh my god?
Oh, Rogaine.
Gray.
No, that's the
Rogaine.
wrong thing.
Yeah, you do not
yeah.
want. That's the opposite
not-
of what
no,
you want.
Wait, we don't want more hair down there.
No.
That's- What if that becomes a thing?
Oh God.
More hair.
I'm screwed. I got laser hair removal.
Uh-oh.
I'd have to
Good
get
for
Merkin.
you. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you have to get
Merkin.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Invent that. Also, do you? I mean, is the like? Were you nervous about like doing something too trendy with your removal?
what I
permanent?
did was I left like a patch.
a little-
yeah, I
okay.
left it something because I was like, honestly, when I'm like 70, I might not want to be totally bare down.
That
there.
has
Yeah.
been my thought exactly.
Yeah.
And you might want to dye it. And then if you didn't have hair to
Yeah.
dye, what would you
What are
do?
you gonna do?
What would
Yeah,
Merkin
yeah, yeah.
that you'd have to dye.
Merkin. You dye
And
your
then-
Merkin.
and so,
your
yeah.
vagina wig.
Well,
Oh
we've
my
solved
God.
all of it.
I'm so glad to know that these potpourri vagina balls are not
Yes.
something
So yeah,
I
that's
should
like
order.
I'm not going to say we constantly talk about vagina stuff on my podcast, but
What other things do you talk about?
one of my favorite stories from this year has been about a Russian guy that is over in Russia. He was at a party, drank too much, died.
no. That's
Yeah,
a thing you can
ambulances
drive.
show up.
Oh, for sure. But
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Drinks
Was it-
himself to death.
Was it vodka? 'Cause
Yeah, it was vodka.
obviously.
Drinks himself. The ambulance shows up. They proclaim him dead. They bring him to the morgue. Wakes up in the morgue.
Stop.
No.
It.
Goes back to the party.
No, stop.
Yes.
No, I love him. Can we call him
We
and be
made
friends?
him the spirit animal of our podcast.
Yeah, hold on. What the
Yes.
fuck?
What's his name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was Boris,
I don't know.
probably.
For
Probably.
sure. Baryshnikov.
Yeah.
Okay, but wow, that was bad. But it probably is Boris.
Probably.
But hold on, I am confused. Was he trying to drink himself to death?
No. They were just partying, and they were just my brother's fiance is Russian, so I've now learned a lot about Russian culture, and it's like just a thing they do. Like at their weddings, apparently they're supposed to have a handle of vodka at every table.
Stop.
And the table is in charge of drinking the entire handle.
Oh my God, they know how to party.
Good luck for the married couple.
Wait, I'm Russian. Like somewhere inside
there
of
you
your
go.
all of this degree is Russian. So maybe at my wedding that will be a thing.
There you go.
Already
There you
is
go.
making me feel hungover.
Yeah, my brother
me.
told his fiance, he's like, we cannot have a handle of vodka at every table. People will die at our wedding. So I think
And then come back to life and come back to the wedding.
exactly. So my compromise, I'll see if they do it, but I want them to get a vodka ice luge. Ooh, right?
Fun.
Oh my God, you're the best party planner ever.
Yeah.
This is why this all had to happen.
I know.
We came together because
Yes.
we have a show, Two Drunk Girls, where was
there you go.
inspired by us liking to drink and talk to each other.
Oh,
So
hi.
we say, I know
put it
It's
on
a companion
camera.
show to
Yes.
Half Hour Happy Hour.
Oh my
Exactly.
God, we
Yeah.
say we talk about entertainment news with booze. So we'll do like trending
nice.
like entertainment news topics. You guys do
Yeah.
whatever's on the internet, but
Yeah.
we're actually kind of open to whatever. We just talk about whatever we think is like relevant, and
Right.
then we do it with a drink because everything's better with the freaking drink.
Absolutely. Every once in a blue moon, we do a show like we're too hungover from the night before.
Right.
Like we have to do
Yeah.
something after. So we do a show without a drink, and we finish the show and we're like, it's just not as fun. It's
not.
Nothing is actually, and I'm not to say that we're a bunch of alcoholics, but we
Right.
just know how to have fun.
But listen,
Yeah.
it's a drink
Right.
or two. It's not anything
Or
major.
seven.
Or
Yeah.
7.
We did a marathon over Christmas break.
Drunkmas?
We did Drunksmas.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So we recorded 12 episodes in one day and then released them one a day over Christmas. So it was the 12 days of Drunksmas. But we drank a drink every time we recorded. So we had 12 drinks in like 8 hours or something like that. I know. It was
Were you
insane.
shit-faced?
Did you die and come back to life?
No, thank God. You know what was great? We sent out the ad. We recorded in a different studio, so we gave out that address of where we were, and our fans sent us food all day. It was amazing.
What did you get?
Oh, we got
Like In and Out?
no, someone sent Chick-fil-A.
Wow, yum.
El Pollo Loco. Someone sent sushi. We got Chinese food.
Someone
we got,
really splurged on the sushi.
Oh, yeah. We got like an entire like catering tray of bagel sandwiches, macaroons. Yeah, someone sent me a Lego. I built a Lego during one of the episodes of the
Okay.
show.
Those are
drunk
hard.
Legos.
Yeah,
Those are hard, by the way.
I couldn't even do it
obsessed with
sober.
Legos.
Are you?
I love them.
What'd you think of the Lego movie?
I loved it.
So
right?
funny.
I loved it.
That was meant for adults, right?
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I can't wait
I-
till the next one comes out.
I used to nanny, and I have seen all of the movies, so they're funny. That movie is great. But building Legos is hard.
Yeah.
Like, they're tiny, and the
Yeah.
instructions are like, I mean,
Try drinking and hosting a podcast.
Hard.
Doing it at the same time.
Well, I think
Yeah.
we should all do it.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
I think that we should for sure join forces, because how fun would we all be together?
Yes.
All
That'd
the
be
drunk
fun. Do a
people.
mashup show.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, let's do it.
That's a great idea.
Everyone,
Great.
you heard it here
There you
first.
go.
It's
It's
an
complicated, exclusive mashup.
Too bad we don't have cool sound effects for that.
I know. I wish
Yeah.
we did.
Make
like a-
one.
Boom. No,
There
that
you
wasn't
go.
good.
You know what? It made me happy.
Okay.
So good.
I
There
tried.
you go.
I tried.
You did a
I
good
tried
job.
really hard to.
She sang
emphasize
earlier,
that.
too.
I did. I
Oh.
don't have a good voice.
We worked hard for our money, and she sang it.
Was it that Rihanna song you were talking about?
No,
Also,
well, that
you
also.
should sing that too.
Yeah, because it just.
I turned it off as soon as it comes on the radio.
Yeah, it's like
I
what
actually
is this?
really love it. At first, I was mad at it.
Now
I was
that
like,
I know
you are
what-
not singing words, but now I know she is.
Now that we know what she's saying, I feel better about it. But also Drake, and everything Drake is
Yeah.
like. I
Call
can't.
me Drake.
I love him. He's my favorite. It's unhealthy.
Yeah.
He's also Jewish, so call me.
Even
Well,
in
I-
that terrible Super Bowl commercial he was in.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
why did he sign on for that? Lots of money, I'm sure. But
yeah.
like, no.
Well, he was making fun of himself, so whatever.
I mean,
I
he
like
was
him.
on what, the Disney Channel?
No, it wasn't. It was like
It was like Canada's Disney.
It was
Channel,
like
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Degrassi, which I always
Degrassi.
thought was like an Italian small baby. Like,
Yeah.
like-
For a car.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jen, an Italian small baby.
Yeah.
Wow, that was. It actually does kind of phonetically sound like something like that.
tiny baby.
Yeah.
Like
Italian.
if I have a baby,
Tiny
it's going to
baby.
be a Degrassi because I'm
Yeah.
Italian.
Right.
There
You're
you
going to have a Degrassi.
Oh my God, you can't. I cannot. Anyway, okay. So, Alison, where can everyone find you?
I'm on Twitter at Alison Haislip, AlisonHaislip. Instagram is the same thing.
Okay.
And then the podcast, the
Yeah.
Half Hour Happy Hour, is actually on the Nerdist Network now. which is very exciting.
Yay.
So you can find it over there. And we're on all the podcast apps, iTunes, Stitchers.
Great.
Whatever you listen to.
And when does the show, I mean, it lives there forever,
Yes.
but it goes...
Every Monday is a new episode.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sweet. And what was this Monday?
Oh gosh, what did we talk about this Monday? I forget the name of the episode, but one of the things we talk about is like, would you fuck this machine? And it's like, you look at it, and at first I thought it was like something for women. And no, it's something for men to insert themselves into, and it has like a cleaning process. And basically, it's something to be used in conjunction with VR.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because virtual reality is everywhere, and I'm not surprised they're doing something with like sex.
Wait, I was just having this conversation yesterday with somebody about how I think this person knows the guy that started like going down this road with the VR stuff and the porn and all that.
Oh yeah, the porn industry is the first place that any sort of new media will blow up.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what I'll be doing later.
Yeah,
then.
we haven't really tapped into that yet. So
I need to gain some followers. So we are in the Valley right now.
Yes,
Goals.
exactly.
Dude.
But going back to all of that, if you had to be like any female gaming character, who would you be?
Ooh. Well, I was Cammy from Street Fighter 2 for Halloween.
Ooh.
A couple years ago.
I like
which is probably one of my favorite Halloween costumes. So I go. But that was also blonde at the time. It made more sense.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sexy.
And if you could date any video game character, who would that be?
Oh man, I used to have answers for this, and now I'm like, Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Okay,
Sweet.
I don't know that game, but maybe we'll look him up.
It's a fantastic game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look it up and see.
Yeah.
And maybe you should say stuff like this on your app when you fill on
there we go.
when you fill out the
Yes.
profile stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Must
looking
look
for
like
Nathan Drake.
and think the Michael Bolton song that he does with Lonely Island is
It's funny.
See, now any guy
There
that
we go.
actually has those characteristics, you're going to be in
Yeah.
love with.
No,
'Cause hello.
honestly, I think you guys sold me on this. I absolutely think I'm going to
Bumble. I say you do
okay.
Bumble.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do Bumble.
We'll help you with it
Wait,
later.
is this one of these things that I have to link it through my Facebook because I haven't been on Facebook
No.
in like years? Okay, great.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. It's totally separate. What we should do is all go out for drinks. We'll set up your dating profile. We can then go on like the quadruple date or whatever we were talking about.
You just got us another friend, even.
I
Yeah.
did. We just made a friend, and then we'll podcast together too and drink our faces off.
Yes.
Done.
I think that we just made an awesome plan.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Boom.
I did not think my Wednesday morning was going to go this way.
Radio
Life changed.
Yep, done.
podcast magic, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, so thank you so much for
Thank you for
joining
having
us
me.
today.
This is great. Yeah.
I mean, the best time ever. We are glad that we could help you with diving into the dating
know.
apps because we're like dating app
We're
pros.
like little yentas.
Yeah, when
We
I
are.
get married off of the guy I meet on Bumble, you guys will be at my wedding.
We'll be there with a handle of vodka.
Yes!
Done.
Each.
Done and done. All right, and then so everyone can find you at all of the things that you
Alison
listed.
Haislip. Very
love
easy.
it, love it. Everyone follow her, listen to her podcast. She's amazing and hilarious and great. And now we have a new BFF.
Sweet.
See how that happened? And speaking of following and listening, you guys, we deliver this content for free to you every week. So not only do you have this great show to listen to, we know that you have a number of other shows you could pick as well. So we're grateful that you keep coming back to ours. Yay!
Yay! So thanks for listening. Subscribe to our iTunes podcast and keep the conversation going by following us at Complicated Show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the things.
All of the things. And we love hearing from you guys too. So when you're on iTunes, leave some comments and rate. Also on YouTube. And don't forget that we have a show on YouTube every Thursday called Two Drunk Girls. And we love to hear what you have to say. So follow us at Two Drunk Girls TV. And don't forget to tell a friend.
Also, shout out to our biggest fan, Callie. Thanks for listening every single week
Thank
and writing
you,
us
Callie.
comments and reviews and all that jazz.
And Evan Combs as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, so we will be back next week. We thank you again, Allison.
Thank you, guys.
And we are going to go get drunk now.
Gotta go.
Handle of vodka. Bye.
Bye.
Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to It's Complicated with Jenifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, only on LA Talk Radio.